Hello, everyone, and welcome to movie flashback number 18. In this flashback, we are going behind the scenes of Interview with the Vampire. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Click the subscribe button below for future notifications and updates. Click the like button to share this content with other movie fans. At the time that I am recording this, it is All Souls Day, November 2nd. Yesterday was All Saints Day, and the day before that was Halloween. So the last 3 days is known as All Hallowtide. So if you celebrate, happy All Hallowtide. On Halloween, I got dressed up as Sadness from the Inside Out series, and I realized that Sadness was a costume that people responded to more positively than the costume from last year. Last year I went as the Pope because I thought it would be a cool idea for a woman to get dressed up as the Pope for Halloween. But even though people recognized me, it was, people were really happy to meet Sadness um, this past Thursday. So, if they make an Inside Out 3, I might go as Sadness again, and I will keep my wig. I'll store it somewhere. But I already know what I'm going to be next year, Halloween. So, next year I'm looking forward to. It's going to be really exciting. This year we are celebrating the 30th anniversary of Interview with the Vampire. It was directed by Neil Jordan, and it is based on the famous novel by Anne Rice. It has an all-star cast: Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, Antonio Banderas, Christian Slater, and Kirsten Dunst. It was released in theaters this month 30 years ago on November 11th, 1994, and the running time is 2 hours. Even though the release date was Veterans Day 30 years ago, this makes a great Halloween movie. So that's what I watched Thursday night. Interview with the Vampire. I didn't read the novel, so I don't know how faithful the film adaptation is, but there is an interesting story behind this film. The novel was published in the 70s, and Paramount Pictures bought the film rights before the novel was published. But it was stuck in development hell for a long time. Then Warner Brothers bought the film rights. David Geffen signed on to produce it, and Jordan signed on to direct it. He was very excited to direct this film because he was a fan of the novel. Thanks to Francis Ford Coppola's film Dracula, Jordan wanted to make a big budget film that had a lot of opulence and romance, and Geffen was able to secure a $70 million budget. In the end, they spent $60 million, which is always a good thing. As a filmmaker, you want to make sure that the movie is under budget and on time. Jordan shared how Coppola's Dracula influenced his film. He said, and I quote, "He introduced opulence and theatricality. Normally, before that one, I always thought of vampire movies as cheap, cobbled together, brilliant use of minimal resources. Francis made it this epic. So when I was given the opportunity to make Interview with the Vampire, I thought, oh, it would be really great to expand on that epic sense of darkness and to give these characters huge, kind of romantic destinies and longings and feelings." End quote. The next step was casting, and Anne Rice was very vocal with the filmmakers about who should play who. Tom Cruise plays Lestat. Brad Pitt plays Louis. She thought Brad Pitt was a better fit for Lestat, and Tom Cruise should play Louis, but her suggestions were disregarded. However, when she saw the completed film, she realized she was wrong about Cruise, and came to the decision that he did a great job with the role. During this time in film history, Hollywood was homophobic, so Anne Rice was prepared to rewrite the role of Louis by changing his sex from male to female, and consider Cher to play the role But when Brad Pitt signed on to play Louis, Rice didn't have to make any changes. River Phoenix was supposed to play Daniel Malloy, the journalist who interviews Louis, but he died 4 weeks before shooting began, so Christian Slater was hired for the part. As I mentioned in my Speed movie Flashback, around the time River died, Keanu Reeves was working on Speed, and he was mourning over his death as well. Jordan went as far as to dedicate the film Interview with the Vampire to River Phoenix. Next, let's talk a little bit about filming. Brad Pitt did an interview with Entertainment Weekly back in 2011, and he said the following, which I thought was interesting. He said he was miserable. The production was 6 months of darkness because of the almost exclusive night shoots, filmed mostly in London in the depths of winter, which sent him into a depression. I would have been miserable if I was him. Other than London, the movie was also shot in New Orleans, San Francisco, and Paris. The movie went on to gross $223 million at the box office, and it won 2 Oscar nominations for Best Art Direction and Best Original Score. I don't pay attention to every award in the entertainment industry because there are so many of them, but when it comes to movies, I pay attention to the Oscars and the MTV Movie Awards. So, this film was nominated for 6 Golden Popcorns. It was nominated for Best Movie, Best Male Performance, Best Breakthrough Performance, Most Desirable Male, Best On-Screen Team, and Best Villain. Brad Pitt won Best Male Performance and Most Desirable Male, so Brad Pitt being depressed throughout the production phase actually paid off. He won 2 Golden Popcorns. Kirsten Dunst won for Best Breakthrough Performance. At the time, I think she was around 10 or 12 when the movie was shot. This is one of my favorite films in my DVD collection, and if this is also in your collection, go find it because this season is the best time to watch a great movie like Interview with the Vampire. So I propose a toast to the 30th anniversary of Interview with the Vampire. And usually I drink water when I film these flashbacks, but because it's the Halloween season, or I should say the All Hallow Tide, I found a cocktail on Facebook for Dead Man's Potion. It has vodka, pomegranate, grenadine, lemonade, blue curacao, and club soda. I don't have to taste it first. I know it's going to taste amazing because I'm the bartender in my immediate family. So cheers. That is all for today, my friends. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time with another movie flashback and more movie reviews. So, happy belated Halloween, happy belated All Saints Day, and happy All Souls Day. Cheers.